Welcome to the Free to Soar podcast. My mission is to inspire, empower, and equip heart-centered, mission-driven, kingdom-minded business owners to show up freely and fully as the brilliant, powerful change makers that you are, so that you can lead the business and the life of your dreams. You'll enjoy vulnerable, authentic conversations with me and other heart-centered, mission-driven leaders that will spark your heart and ignite your passion to powerfully transform you, your business, and your life from the inside out. Your next level of impact and income is about unleashing the fullness of you, reprogramming your limiting beliefs and patterns, tapping into and trusting your inner wisdom, and harnessing God's power within you so that you can unlock new possibilities in your business and your life. And this show brings it to you. Step with me into a God-powered reality wilder than your wildest dreams, with freedom, impact, abundance, and enjoyment that you were created for. Let's go. Well, hey, everybody, and welcome to the Free to Soar podcast. I'm your host, Connie Jones, and I appreciate you joining me today. We're going to dive right in because this is a topic that is I am so passionate about. I do a lot of, my sweet spot as a business growth strategist and a therapist and a transformation coach is that sweet spot between that inner work to help people optimize their potential and get out of their own way and optimize their mindset and elevate their thinking and expand their capacity while putting in or getting clear on their vision and creating an aligned strategic plan to help their business grow with the freedom and the impact and the abundance that they want. But what is so important in doing the work that I do is this inner work, this mindset work, because our mind is so survival based. And business owners and leaders face significant mindset struggles that impact our decision making, our leadership, and our overall business success, our life success, our own well-being, our own joy and freedom. And so today we're going to talk about the top 5 mindset struggles of business owners and how I help you break free from those. We're going to start breaking free right now. We're going to start slashing those mindsets and those limiting beliefs, and we are going to start to get breakthrough right now. You ready? Okay. So what I was talking about just a few minutes ago is that our minds are survival based. They are created to keep us safe, comfortable, in the familiar. But what we don't understand is that when we stay in what's safe and comfortable and we stay in survival based thinking, we stay stifled, stagnant, and stuck too. And so we have to learn how to get out of our own way to expand our capacity, to expand our perspective, to expand our ability to receive more, to hold more, for our nervous system to actually be able to receive more and feel safe in living and leading in the more and evolving into all that we are, into our limitless potential and possibility. And so we've got to do that deep inner work. We've got to reprogram and repattern from the surviving-based mindsets to thriving mindsets to unlock new levels of success and freedom. And it's not just talking yourself into something different. That's not what I'm talking about, because you're not going to believe that. That's just, when someone is trying to tell you just need to change your mindset, it's not that easy. Yes, there is renewing of your mind. There is work to do. There is a practice of renewing your mind with truth and practicing that until that becomes habit and a new pattern, a well-worn path. But we've got to do some of that deeper work too. And because you're not just going to be able to talk yourself into something new. It's deep transformational work that takes guidance from an expert who knows how to help you shift this and transform this. And you've got to be able to recognize what those blind spots are and what those limiting beliefs are that are causing you to live and lead from outdated limiting programming. And so I want to start here. I want to start with our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind controls 95% of our reality. So in other words, whether you realize it or not, 95% of what you're creating in your life, 95% of your reality that you live every day and that you lead is is controlled by your subconscious mind, which you're totally unaware of. Your subconscious mind is programmed from 0 to 7 years old. Think about that. We're all a bunch of 0 to 7-year-olds running around reliving our programming from that has been habituated from years and years and years from that age. And we're living from that programming still today. We are grown adults, highly evolved beings, highly intelligent, still functioning subconsciously from lower level programming that is outdated for us. And it is running our business, it's running our lives, it's building our dreams, but it's not building our dreams is the whole point. And we've got to break free from that. It's causing us to stay stuck and stifled and in the struggle. And so we're going to talk today about what these common mindset challenges are that I see over and over and over. And we're just going to address the first 5 today. Got 5 more for you in the next episode. But we're going to start with these first 5. And we're going to start with one of them that is rampant. And it's a mindset challenge that I see business owners struggle with so much that causes us to stay stuck in fear and doubt and struggle way more than we have to. And oftentimes we just stay there with it and we don't know what to do about it. And I'm going to talk about what we need to do about it today. And that first mindset is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is the self-doubt. It's the feeling not qualified. It's the experience, not feeling experienced enough to be running a business or to be leading in the capacity that you're leading. You may constantly feel like a fraud. You may be worried deep down that others will find out you don't know it all. I caught myself saying this to even my coach the other day. I said to her, she goes, what is it that's creating so much? I was worried and stressed about something. And I said, well, and I just got really grounded in my truth. And I said, well, really what it is that I'm afraid that when they find out who I really am, it's all going to be over. Isn't that what deep down, unconsciously, subconsciously, we're kind of all worried about? If they really find me out, if they really knew me, if they really knew what I don't know, they really saw the mistakes that I made, if they really understood that I doubt myself or that I don't have it all together. Feeling not qualified or experienced enough to be running a business or be in a leadership position is killing us. And you know what it is? It's our protector self. It's a protector self that we created that is it's helping us survive. Our imposter came in to help us protect ourselves from shame, from fear, from stepping out too big, from getting too big, from being too much, from being rejected, from looking stupid, from perceived threats that we have that oftentimes aren't real. And our protector self keeps us safe and small, and it's stifled and stuck. And it's a part of us that keeps us thinking those same old thoughts that run over and over and over. And it keeps us alive and in survival. Yes, it's loud and it's overbearing, and it causes us to undervalue ourselves and undervalue our services, undervalue our expertise, undervalue our brilliance and our radiance in the world. It causes us to hide and play small. And you're going to doubt yourself and your instincts and not follow your passions or your purpose if your imposter, if your protector self, it stays in charge of your mind. The impact on this is self-doubt, hesitation in making important decisions, reluctance to take on new challenges, all the things. Do you relate to this? And here's how you can begin to break free from your imposter. Your imposter does not have the power that you give it. It does not run your life unless you let it. And how we can begin to break free from this is to begin to understand the part of us that's doing this to us, that is trying to protect us. It's trying to keep us in survival and safe, but understand who it really is. And yes, what it's trying to do for us and how it's trying to help us, but how it's not really helping and what to do with it instead. We've got to learn how to relate to and lead that part of us with the wise, evolved, expanded, optimized, empowered version of us rather than letting it run us and rob us. We've got to tune into the elevated version of ourselves. We got to connect with our wise guide inside, the strong voice, the intuitive voice. Learn how to trust ourselves, learn how to build confidence, learn how to reframe and reprogram thinking by focusing on successes and our strengths and our brilliance and the magnetism that we do have and the passion, the purpose that we're created for, the why that fuels us. We've got to encourage setting achievable goals and celebrating progress, which boosts our confidence, and work on aligning business strategy with strengths and passions to reduce our feelings of inadequacy. We can't let that inadequacy rob us of all that we were made to be. No one has it figured out. No one has it all figured out. No one has it together. No one gets it all right. No one ever feels like they know enough. But God calls, if He's called you, He will equip you. He has anointed you for that purpose that you serve. And the world needs what you have in you in the unique way that you bring it. And so it's time to start building your self-worth and your self-compassion, addressing any deep-seated fears or perfectionistic tendencies that you have, and learn to provide emotional support to help yourself feel more at ease with and confident in your role. And to get that support from others outside of you. I have a mastermind. To get that support from your colleagues, from people who are in this with you, from safe spaces, from a wise guide, a wise advisor who can remind you of who you are and help you see things and help you hear the voice that is your advocate and your wise guide rather than the voice that is so loud that is trying to tear you down and keep you safe and in survival, but robbing you of all that is for you. Mindset number 2, the fear of failure. And I want to add to this that we fear success just as much as we fear failure. But business owners and leaders struggle with this. We fear failure. We fear loss. We're afraid to take risks. We're afraid to step out because it doesn't feel safe. We'd rather live with the devil we know than the devil we don't. But let me tell you this, there is no monster in the closet. That monster is not there. And the voice of fear is bullying us. Fear is a liar. And there is more and more good and better and expansion on the other side of fear. We've got to stop focusing on what we're afraid of losing, because when we focus on what we're afraid of losing, we grasp and we cling and we stay stuck. And that's not serving us. And the impact of fearing failure and even fearing success. And what I mean by fearing success is oftentimes we have limiting beliefs about what it's going to require of us or what's going to happen to us if we get too successful. Think about that. Is success scary because you don't know how to hold it in your nervous system? Is it scary because you've had painful, traumatic experiences when you've been too much or gotten too big? Or what do you believe success is going to require of you that you don't even begin to know how to handle? Maybe it's rejection. Maybe it's more loss that you're really afraid of. And you will sabotage your success as long as you're afraid. The impact results when we are in fear of success or failure. It results in indecision, stagnation, missed opportunities for growth, reactive decisions, and urgency. And none of that is productive or fruitful. It just calms your anxiety in the moment and makes you feel busy. It makes you feel productive when you're busy, like you're accomplishing something. But are you really moving the needle forward towards what matters in your business and in your life? So here's how we begin to break free from fear of failure and success. We stop looking at loss. We stop focusing on what we have to lose. We start focusing on what we have to gain. We start focusing on what's next. We let go of this doorknob and we stand in the hallway in courage and we open this door, knowing that there's always more when we let go of what we're no longer aligned with. what is lower level, what we've outgrown, what is no longer in alignment for us. We understand how creation works and that it's better on the other side of letting go. That loss is not bad, that loss is gain. And understand how to manage fear in your body and mind and live from courage and confidence and take action on that. And learn how to regulate fear in your nervous system so that you don't react from it in urgency and worry and anxiety. We also got to learn how to reprogram those beliefs at a conscious and a subconscious level so you can open to new possibilities and opportunities and unlock the flow of abundance and ease in a way that you never have. We have to learn new skills to be able to operate from higher levels of beliefs that move us into the more. And that requires reprogramming our mind and learning to live from the conscious mind and reprogram those subconscious beliefs that have kept us stuck, that are not serving us anymore. So we got to shift our mindset from failure to learning, helping you see setbacks as opportunities, help you develop a growth plan and effective strategies to really begin to move the needle forward and achieve your goals. And that's too hard to do on your own sometimes when you're in the middle of it. You need wise guidance. You need someone who's been there. You need someone who will walk through that with you and who sees what you can't in yourself in those moments of hard. You got to be encouraged by taking small risks first to build confidence in the process. Tiny little steps, micro dosing new little things. What's 1% more I can do today rather than trying to bite off the whole elephant once or eat the whole elephant at once? We've got to explore underlying psychological reasons for fear, such as past trauma, perfectionism, anxiety, and reprogram your mental patterns and regulate your nervous system to feel safe, confident, regulated, and resourced. You'll hear me talk about that a lot. It's so important, that nervous system regulation. If you've never learned how to regulate your nervous system and live from a regulated resource place, it is a game changer. And everything in your business, in your life, will up level when you do. The third mindset is a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is a belief that there's a limited amount of success, customers, clients, resources available, leading to a fear of competition, missed opportunities, an unwillingness to share, feeling left out, feeling forsaken, feeling like there's just never enough. And this can create a stressful environment, hindering collaboration, growth, and the ability to innovate and step out and enjoy and connect. Lack mentality kills us. It makes us cling to what is and see with a limited perspective and react out of desperation. And what is the fruit of that? It's not very good. We lack nothing. That is the truth. And when we don't feel that and can't see that in our circumstances, we've got to work on our thinking and reprogram our subconscious programming and our conscious programming to renew our mind, to understand how to live and lead from abundance, how to think abundantly, how to act from that place. It's our mind we have to program to line up with truth before we see it in our circumstances. We wait and try to do it the opposite. We try to see it in our circumstances before we believe it. That will not work. And that's killing you. You got to learn how to do something different. Abundance is our inheritance. It is our portion. I want you to think about when you live from abundance, how differently you respond to things, how different your decisions are, how differently you spend your time and your energy, and everything shifts. Now, you can't wait till you feel or see abundance. You have to shift your thinking to line up with it as your reality and then see it happen in your circumstances. That's how God made us. And this takes understanding, learning how things work energetically and spiritually, and learning practices to embody abundance and shift your thinking into that so you can take action from abundance. You got to, and the ways that I help you do that are providing frameworks for expanding opportunities for you, such as identifying new opportunities, new revenue streams, new partnerships, and stepping out in courage, not staying stuck and playing small. Reprogramming, patterning those thoughts, emotions, and decisions with an abundance mentality, which takes practice. And I have a program. I have some principles that I can teach you that you can begin to practice that and have accountability and support with renewing your mind. Regulating your nervous system, again, I can't say that enough, to expand your capacity to receive more. Your nervous system can only hold what it feels safe to hold. And that's what's stopping you. That's what's keeping the lid on you and your business. And then having the support that you need to build emotional resilience to overcome those fears of lack and overcome the fear of loss and failure and even the fear of success, like we talked about. The number 4 mindset, short-term focus, is killing us. Short-term focus mindset is the pressure to focus on immediate results, such as sales or quick profits, but it often leads to a lack of long-term planning and vision. It's reacting to the day-to-day urgent matters, reacting to urgency, feeling, well, okay, what am I going to do today out of reactivity that just to try to get something going out of desperation, but not making the time or the space to work on the business, to have a real plan that moves the needle forward, that you can work consistently, that you can see build upon itself and produce good fruit for you. And this can result in poor strategic decisions that hurt the business's sustainability and growth in the future. It leads to overwhelm. It leads to exhaustion and burnout and frustration. And it leads to inconsistency in revenue and not much joy. I see so many people stuck in the business, stagnant in their growth because of this urgency, reacting to the day-to-day, just doing what you have to do every moment because you haven't created space to be able to work on your business and you don't have clear vision or you don't have a really good, clear, strategic, aligned plan that you feel good about, that's sustainable, that energizes you, that works. And that's what I can help you with. Those are the things that we work on in coaching. And if I'm not the right coach for you, then find someone. But stop trying to do it yourself and stop trying to stay in this urgency, reactivity place that isn't working. It does feel comfortable and familiar when we're doers, and being busy feels productive. We also don't trust others to do it, so we just keep doing it and we can't do it all. And we lie to ourselves about that. So we just stay stuck and we stay stagnant in our growth. And our business, honestly, will only grow to the level of our capacity as leaders. And we've got to max that capacity and react to the daily. I'm sorry. We've got to max our capacity and stop reacting to the daily so that we can stop limiting our growth and our success. When we build something bigger than ourselves, we build a business that works for us rather than us working for it. Are you doing that? Do you have a plan to build your business to work for you rather than you working for it? Or are you stuck working for it? Because that's not a business, that's a job. And it's time to distinguish between the two and start building the one that really works for you. We've also got to create the space to plan, to be creative, to innovate, to envision, to strategize, to evaluate, to build a business rather than merely self-employment. But that feels productive, and busyness, again, calms that anxiety and fear. We've got to, in order to break free from this, develop a long-term vision and take time to plan and strategize for the future and balance those daily tasks with long-term objectives. Recognize and resolve emotional triggers that cause a focus on immediate gratification or short-term results like fear of failure, anxiety, and insecurity. We've got to begin to address any underlying anxiety or fear that might prevent long-term thinking, fostering a calmer, more patient, strategic approach to business. And we've got to start using mindfulness and nervous system regulation techniques. There that is again, to help us stay present while remaining aligned with the bigger picture. Ready for the 5th mindset that's killing us in business, that's causing us to stay stagnant and stuck? Difficulty delegating. Many business owners struggle with letting go of control and trusting others to take on important tasks, often because they fear things won't be done their way. We don't delegate for these reasons. And I'm just going to get real honest with you for just a second. We're addicted to the chaos, to the urgency, to being in the fire. We love the dopamine hit and it makes us feel productive and needed. We doubt our teaching. And when we get into building a business and becoming a visionary CEO of our business rather than just the confident expert doing everything in our business, it requires us to shift our role. It requires us to learn new skills and develop our leadership into becoming a great teacher, a developer, a leader. We got to shift that role to grow our business. And we don't, that's uncomfortable for us. We're good at what we do. We want to keep doing that. And that feels productive for us. So we don't learn this new role or up level our skills, and we stagnate and we stay stuck. The other reason why we don't delegate is because doing feels productive, and we're buying the lie that makes our nervous system feel better in the moment, but it keeps perpetuating the cycle. We're just calming our anxiety in the moment and getting gratification, but we're not really moving the needle forward and creating true growth. And then we're afraid of the emptiness. We're afraid of the space. We're afraid to be alone with ourselves. And peace feels uncomfortable when we're addicted to stress and chaos. The last reason that we don't delegate is the time it takes people to do it correctly. We believe that going behind them and teaching them and stopping when we want things done a certain way, it's just quicker to do it ourselves. And we don't believe that other people are going to have the same sense of ownership and excellence that we do it with. But that's just control, and control is fear, and control and fear keep us stuck and limited. You're costing your business when you do that. And so I challenge you to stop bottlenecking your business. We've got to start identifying the specific areas in your workflow every day that are causing delays, and analyze the root causes and implement the new targeted solution like process improvement, automation, staff training, resource allocation, system upgrades, team development, leadership development of yours so you can elevate your role. This is crucial because bottlenecks simply hinder productivity. They slow down customer service, and they ultimately impact your bottom line by causing delays in production, missed deadlines, and increased costs. And the impact of this, again, is burnout and slowed business growth, since the owner is trying to do everything him or herself. How we break free from this, we learn how to delegate effectively, and we learn how to empower others. And we learn how to empower ourselves to empower others. And we learn how to think bigger than ourselves. We learn how to be uncomfortable with new roles. We learn how to trust our team, set clear expectation, have hard conversation, and put in implementation and implement processes for delegation. We help build systems and processes for smooth transitions and management of tasks. We provide strategies to overcome micromanagement tendencies by demonstrating how delegation is essential for scaling our business. And we increase emotional resilience and self-worth, helping you elevate your leadership, making empowered decisions, and having hard conversations with yourself and with others with confidence to effectively develop your own leadership and your team. These 5 mindsets, we've got to start addressing. We've got to learn how to get out of our own way to expand and evolve into all that we are, into our limitless potential and our possibility. Because what we believe, we create. Our perception is truth, but our perception is not the truth. And we are limited by the level of our thinking. Our thoughts create our reality. Who we are is what we create and what we have. If we want different and more, we've got to transform our minds. And that is a process. It takes an expert to help you get in and do that at a subconscious level where you can not have to struggle so much. And it also takes practice and habits and principles to be able to do that. You have to do something different to get something different. It's like another workout that you have to put into your life, but it doesn't have to be hard. And it can be just a few little shifts you make every day. But with consistency, it can really transform your business and your life. So we got to do this deep inner work. We've got to reprogram and repattern from surviving mindsets to thriving mindsets to unlock new levels of success and freedom. And I'm not just talking about talking yourself into something different, because you're not going to believe that. It's deep transformational work. It's practicing. It's creating new habits. It's renewing. It's reprogramming. It's recognizing what those blind spots are and where you're living and leading from outdated limiting program. Where is your 7-year-old still running you and it's not working? 20 years of transformational coaching with leaders to elevate their thinking and their being and their leadership and their nervous system so they're empowered and equipped to build the dream that God put in their heart and live out their purpose in the world. That is my purpose. That's my gift. And I don't want you to keep settling. Your people desperately need and want what you have inside of you. And it's time to expand your thinking to unlock the flow that is available to you. Get out of your own way. Don't spend another minute believing the lies that are stifling your greatness and keeping you from all that God intended from you to do in this world and to build that thing that is so much bigger than anything you could think or imagine. It's time. I'd love to if you reach out, I'd love to spend some time with you talking about your goals, talking about where you feel stuck, I'd love to hear from you about which of these mindsets you deal with on a daily basis that are keeping you in the grind and in the struggle and the frustration. And let's get some breakthrough. And if one thing today stuck with you, decide, how am I going to take action on one step that will move me 1% closer to breakthrough in one area? What's one step I can take to start this process of shifting everything so that my business can bust wide open and I can be the leader that I was made to be? And if this inspired you today, encouraged you, or equipped you in some way, or empowered you in some way, I hope that you will share it with someone who needs it. We all need this work. It's a constant, consistent practice of elevating our leadership and becoming the him or the her that we know we can be. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you right back here next time on Free to Soar Podcast. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me today on the Free to Soar Podcast, where we empower and equip you to lead the business and the life of your dreams with freedom, impact, enjoyment, and abundance. I look forward to our next episode together, and I invite you to subscribe to be notified of new episodes as they are released. Please share this or your favorite episode with a friend or a loved one, and I'd love it if you'd leave a review on iTunes and Spotify.